You're listening to the Core Factors audio library, spoken versions of Core Factors articles and research, designed to support accessibility and for listening while commuting, working, or reflecting. This piece is titled, How to Turn Type Insight into a Personalized Development Plan. The following narration reflects the original content and intent of the written article.
How to turn Type Insight into a personalized development plan. Why insight doesn't automatically lead to growth. Many clients walk away from personality assessments with a strong sense of recognition. They feel seen and understood. The descriptions resonate with their experiences, preferences, and patterns of behavior, but recognition alone rarely produces meaningful change. Insight becomes valuable only when it is translated into intentional, ongoing development. This is where many type-based processes fall short. They describe preferences clearly, but often stop short of showing clients how to apply that understanding to improve behavior, relationships, leadership effectiveness, or decision-making. Practitioners are frequently left bridging this gap on their own, relying on intuition rather than a structured, data-informed approach. The Core Factors approach was designed to close this gap. By combining type results with subscale data and personality formation insights, practitioners gain a more complete view of how clients naturally operate, how they have adapted over time, and where meaningful development opportunities exist. In this framework, type becomes more than a description. It becomes a foundation for growth. Connecting type insight to real behavioral goals. Personalized development begins with understanding how a client's preferences appear in real behavior. Type establishes the overall pattern. Subscales and personality formation scores provide the nuance. Together, they reveal where behavior aligns with natural preference, where flexibility has developed through experience, and where blind spots may limit effectiveness. For example, a client with strong feeling preferences but high logic-focused subscales may naturally balance relational sensitivity with analytical thinking. A judging, preferring client who scores high in flexibility may be developing adaptability that helps them succeed in dynamic environments. A thinking type with strong supportive decision-making scores may be strengthening emotional awareness and empathy. These intersections allow practitioners to move beyond generic goals. Instead of aiming to communicate better, clients can focus on specific objectives such as clarifying decision rationale, inviting perspectives before acting, or balancing data with relational impact. Development becomes precise, relevant, and personal. Designing a development plan from the inside out. Effective development plans start from the client's internal operating patterns. Type describes natural energy. Subscales reveal how preferences are expressed. Personality formation insights show adaptation patterns, stress responses, and learned behaviors. Together, these insights support a three-layer development structure. Natural strengths. These are behaviors grounded in preference that feel stable and energizing. Developed skills. These are capabilities the client has learned over time and can apply intentionally to expand their effectiveness. Aspirational growth areas. These are behaviors the client wants or needs to strengthen, informed by subscale and personality formation patterns. This structure reframes development as alignment rather than correction. Growth becomes about expanding range and balance, not fixing what is wrong. Applying type insight to leadership and communication. Type-based development becomes especially valuable when applied to leadership and communication. Personality preferences influence how people interpret information, make decisions, respond under pressure, and interact with others. For example, A leader who initiates action quickly but processes feedback slowly may benefit from practices that make their thinking more visible to others. A perceiving, preferring leader with strong prioritization subscales may learn to pair flexibility with consistent communication rhythms that support team clarity. Frameworks such as type dynamics and developing people skills help practitioners translate internal awareness into practical leadership behaviors. Turning insight into action through reflective practice. Development plans remain effective only when supported by reflection. Clients need opportunities to observe their behavior, recognize patterns, and connect everyday experiences to their goals. Helpful reflection questions might include, where did you notice your preferences influencing a decision this week? Which behaviors felt natural and which required effort? How did you adapt during moments of pressure or uncertainty? What did you notice about your energy during key interactions? These questions keep development grounded in real situations rather than theoretical concepts. Over time, reflection strengthens self-awareness and supports more intentional behavior. Tracking progress. With subscales and personality formation, long-term growth benefits from measurable feedback. Subscales provide a way to observe changes in behavioral flexibility and comfort across different expressions of type. Personality formation insights reveal shifts in adaptation, resilience, and relational patterns. Practitioners can track progress through reassessments, coaching conversations, or structured reflection. This data-informed approach reinforces progress and helps clients see how their development efforts translate into real-world change. For organizations, it also demonstrates tangible improvements in leadership capacity, communication effectiveness, and team dynamics. Why personalized development plans elevate coaching practice? When development plans are grounded in type, subscales, and personality formation data, coaching moves from general guidance to personalized transformation. Clients gain clarity about who they are, how they operate, and how they can grow intentionally. Core Factors assessments were designed to support this depth of work by providing nuanced and actionable insight. When type becomes a roadmap rather than a label, development feels both practical and empowering. Practitioner takeaways. Type insight becomes most powerful when paired with subscale and personality formation data. Personalized development goals emerge at the intersection of preference and adaptation. Regular reflection keeps development relevant and sustainable. Tracking progress reinforces motivation and growth over time.
This concludes the audio version of this Core Factors article. You can find the full written version and additional practitioner resources at corefactors.com.